My name is Jay, and I am addicted to creative real estate finance. There was an interesting journey that got me into the business that I'm in today. For 30 years, I was in corporate marketing, primarily in the food industry. General Mills, Sara Lee, ConAgra, a lot of the products that you have in your pantry or your refrigerator, I was involved with developing or marketing them over the years. In 2007, when the economy went into turmoil, I lost my job. And for 2.5 years, I was in job search and didn't find anything. And then I read Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And the message about passive income and becoming financially free by creating streams of passive income was meaningful to me. And it became my mission to become financially free myself, but also to share that opportunity with a number of other people. And I have found that when I bring creatively structured deals to the table, it becomes contagious to people with money. So my business is raising private capital for creatively structured real estate deals. Primarily, I'm a private lender. You've all seen programs on the television, the fix and flips, all across the city of Philadelphia and the surrounding area. We're a great market because we have a lot of distressed inventory. There are a lot of properties that are aged or have been vacant for a long time that need to be fixed up to improve our communities. And the banks will not lend on properties that are distressed. So it's up to private capital to come together and fund those deals. And the great thing about privately structured deals on real estate for short-term loans is you can get a very high interest rate with virtually no risk. And that proposition is appealing to people with money. So over the last 4 years, I have done 42 of these short-term loans. And the great thing about being a private lender is people who are out there trying to do this business bring me a great number of deals. And I say no to most of them because most of the deals are not good deals. And I don't want to put my money or my people's money at risk. But when you get to see a great number of deals and you know you can only fund perhaps one out of every 6 or 7, it's easy to say no to mundane deals. But I not only fund short-term private loans, but I also put together creative ways to own properties. And I bring other people involved in that. I own a 5-plex and a 6-plex and a 34-unit apartment building. I'm in the process of trying to acquire another one at the moment. And just so you can understand what creative financing can do in creating value, I'd like to share with you the story of how I put together the 5-unit apartment building that we own on Girard Avenue. There was a loan that was in foreclosure on a building that had been abandoned for several years. So it's a vacant building. There's a mortgage on it that is in default. And we were able to buy that mortgage very inexpensively and go through the sheriff's sale property, and we own that building. And I knew what the cash flow, it's a 5-unit, I knew how much rent we'd get out of it, and the value of a apartment building is based on how much profits it can generate based on the rents. So I knew what the end point was. The question was, how could I creatively structure it so it would be a contagious, compelling idea to people with money? I brought together 2 other people to help me do this deal. One person was the source of the funds. He brought $140,000 to the table. That money bought the note, paid the lawyers for the sheriff's sale process, and is paying for improving the property. So we're going to have in total $140,000 invested in a building that will be worth between $275,000 and $300,000. So as soon as we get it fully renovated and fully leased out, we'll be able to go to the bank and we'll be able to get a very low-cost, long-term mortgage that will fully pay out the money we put into the deal, as well as the interest that we're paying to the person who put together the deal. I created a structure where another person who's in the deal, who's handling the rehab at the moment, because that's what he does, he's one of the people that I lend to, he also is a property manager, and he's going to manage the property long term. So he's bringing value to the table in rehabbing the property and managing it once we get it filled. Within another 4 or 5 months from today, we will own this property. The person who put up all the money is going to have all their money back plus interest. We're going to have a new loan from the bank that's going to be about half the value of the building. We're going to have about $400 to $425 for each of us in cash flow. And we're all going to have our name on a mortgage for the long term for the building. Each one of us will have paper profits, equity in the deal, between $40,000 and $45,000. So we're creating value because of the creative structure of the deal. I believe the more types of these deals I can put together and create that kind of value and build equity and build cash flow, it's a win-win-win for everybody involved in the deal, and those deals are contagious. Thank you.